Assalamu alaikum. Today's our topic is types of agents. You have already learned what is agent based modeling, its example in ab initio structure prediction and its multiple examples. Now learn the types of agents in this lecture. So start our lecture. Agent types. Different types of agents are used to accomplish a specific task through agent based modeling. In this diagram you can see different type of agents, like if an agent is to move, or it has the capability to move, or some governed on the basis of some governed rules. In that case the agent would be a mobile agent. If an agent automatically runs without the recursively user input, means बार बार वो input लेने की बजाय first time just consider one time information और behave करता है on that scenario, then the agent is considered as autonomous agent. Now if you see the adaptive case, adaptive is that agent which can learn the previous experience and learn the previous experience input as well as results. If you provide a change input, it will generate different results. Similarly, the all different type of agents and with description are mentioned. You can learn these agents, okay, in these agents and their types. अगर आपको लग रहा है अ, यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे एजेंट्स हैं जो कि एक एजेंट के रूल फॉलो नहीं हो रहे, तो वो कोई दूसरा एजेंट या एक प्रॉपर्टी उसकी फॉलो नहीं होती तो वो किसी दूसरे एजेंट की तरह बिहेव करता है. जस्ट लाइक अडेप्टिव, अगर उसकी प्रॉपर्टी प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस से उसने कुछ नहीं सीखा और दोबारा से वही काम करेगा, जैसे चेंज इनपुट दी या कुछ भी किया तो अब वो वैसे रिजल्ट आपको दे देगा जनरेट करके, या उसने प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस से कुछ नहीं सीखा और वही काम रिपीट करेगा, तो वो रिएक्टिव एजेंट है. मतलब जैसा आपने जवाब दिया वैसा आगे से जवाब मिल गया. इस केस में क्या है कि अगर प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस लर्न किया हुआ है तो अडेप्टिव उसको भी लेके चलता है और न्यू वाले के साथ न्यू इनपुट्स और प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस के बेस पे आपको रिजल्ट्स दे रहा होता है. जबकि रिएक्टिव के केस में चीज़ें चेंज होती हैं. अगर वो फॉलो नहीं कर रहा है अडेप्टिव के सिनेरियो को तो वो रिएक्टिव में आ रहा है. इसी तरह कुछ एजेंट्स में प्रॉपर्टीज फॉलो, एक एजेंट की फॉलो नहीं होती तो फिर वो देखते हैं अगली प्रॉपर्टी, अगर वो भी नहीं फॉलो हो रही तो फिर वो देखते हैं कि कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी, अगर मतलब क्रिटिकली एक प्रॉपर्टी फॉलो ना होने के बाद कोई प्रॉपर्टी जो फॉलो की जा रही है तो तब एक स्पेसिफिक टाइप का एजेंट होगा. लाइक जस्ट गोल बेस्ड एजेंट पे अगर आप देखो तो पहले रिएक्टिव की प्रॉपर्टी कि ये रिएक्टिव की तरह का है, नहीं ये तो रिएक्टिव की तरह का नहीं है, लेकिन ये ऑब्वियसली अडेप्टिव भी नहीं है. अच्छा, फिर यूटिलिटी एजेंट को देखो कि क्या इसका काम इस तरह का है कि वैल्यू यूटिलिटी वैल्यूज कंटेन करे, तो वो भी नहीं है, फिर वो स्पेसिफिक टाइप का एजेंट होगा. इसी तरह सारे एजेंट्स पोजेस करते हैं कुछ स्पेसिफिक प्रॉपर्टीज, और कुछ एजेंट्स दैट कैन पोजेस मोर देन वन प्रॉपर्टी, जैसे यहाँ पे मेंशन किया गया है एजेंट बेस्ड, गोल बेस्ड एजेंट्स हो गया, रिएक्टिव एजेंट हो गया, ठीक है. या और ये नहीं है कि ऑटोनोमस एजेंट में सिर्फ एक प्रॉपर्टी है, नहीं, इसमें भी समवॉट अडेप्टिव वाली प्रॉपर्टी भी इंक्लूड होती है. एजेंट्स सिर्फ एक प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होती, कुछ की एक होती है, कुछ की मोर देन वन प्रॉपर्टीज वो कंटेन करते हैं. इसके आगे एग्जांपल देखते हैं कि ये मोस्ट ऑफ द जो आपके एजेंट्स हैं एक ही एग्जांपल में कैसे आ रहे हैं. ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम में एजेंट्स कहाँ ज़रूरी थे, जहाँ पे अब अगर आप ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल अगर हमारे सिटीज़ में देखें तो अभी तक हमारे सिटीज़ में तो वो जो ट्रैफिक लाइट्स हैं वो भी एज एन एजेंट के तौर पे ही यानी कि लगाई गई हैं कि वो जो डिटेक्ट कर रही होती हैं, लेकिन वो इतनी हाई लेवल की नहीं हैं. अभी तक जितने भी ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम बनाया क्यों गया, क्योंकि अर्बन एरियाज में वो पोल्यूशन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, ट्रैफिक को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, जो कि एक मेजर प्रॉब्लम था, उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए एजेंट बेस्ड ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम बनाया गया। अब तक जितने भी ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम बने हैं थ्रू एजेंट बेस्ड मॉडलिंग, उसमें कुछ जो है इंटरकनेक्शन और इंटरेक्शन की प्रॉब्लम है within the agents, or unfortunately none of these systems are proactive and reactive to their immediate traffic control। ठीक है, immediate traffic को कंट्रोल करने के लिए वो अभी इतने रिएक्टिव नहीं है। तो इसमें बस ये एक्सप्लोर किए गए हैं, कुछ एजेंट्स को बताया गया है, डिस्क्राइब किया गया और डिज़ाइन किया गया है एजेंट बेस्ड मॉडलिंग में, एजेंट बेस्ड मॉडलिंग को ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम में, जहां ट्रैफिक लाइट्स इंटरेक्ट करती हैं और इंटर कम्युनिकेट करती हैं और ट्रैफिक के रिजल्ट्स को जो है आगे पास करती हैं, उनका डिसीजन करती हैं कि अभी रुकना है या अभी स्टार्ट करनी है ट्रैफिक को। तो इसमें कुछ एजेंट्स हैं रिएक्टिव है, जो कि एज अ पुलिसमैन काम कर रहे होते हैं। पुलिसमैन का काम क्या है? इन्फोर्स करना है लॉज ऑफ रोड। अभी तक हमने बताया जितने भी ट्रैफिक एजेंट बेस पे बने हैं उनमें रिएक्टिव नहीं है और कुछ कम्युनिकेशन का इंटरेक्शन का प्रॉब्लम है। तो ये सिर्फ अभी एग्जांपल्स बताई गई कि ये एजेंट्स ये रोल प्ले करेंगे। रिएक्टिव का रोल होगा एज अ पुलिसमैन, जो फौरन रोक देगा जो भी अभी कोई भी लॉ के खिलाफ जाएगा तो उसको रोक के चालान, एक आपको रिसिप्ट मिल जाएगी। ठीक है, चलान रिसिप्ट जो आप पे करोगे और उसके बाद ही आपकी गाड़ी आगे पास होगी। उसके बाद इंफो गैदरिंग, मतलब जो सीसीटीवी इवन कैमरास अगर हम देखें तो वो भी इंफो गैदरिंग की समवट इंफॉर्मेशन ले रहे होते हैं, लेकिन वो क्या है, इतना इतना अभी एफिशिएंट नहीं है। इंफो गैदरिंग के जो मीडिया का काम कर रहे हैं, मीडिया काम करने के मतलब फ़ौरन से उन्होंने डिटेक्ट किया और आगे एक्सीडेंट की इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंचा दी। ऑटोनोमस में क्या है कि मतलब अगर आपका कोई भी वियर्ड कंडीशन हो जाती है या आपका वेदर चेंज हो जाता है या कुछ भी डिस्ट्रप्शंस आ जाती हैं, तो वो ऑटोनोमिकली डिटेक्ट करके स्क्रीन इवन अटैच की गई होती है ऊपर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल में, जगह जगह पे ऊपर लगाए गए होते हैं रोड्स पे, जहाँ पे आगे एहतियात फिर बताई जा रही होती है। जब एजेंट बेस्ड मॉडलिंग अगर इम्प्लीमेंट की जाए, हाई लेवल के सिटीज़ में की गई है लेकिन इतनी एफिशिएंट नहीं है, बताया गया है। कुछ कुछ चीज़ें हैं, कुछ कुछ चीज़ें तो यहाँ पे भी हैं, जैसे अच्छा, और बाहर की कंट्रीज़ में जैसे ऑटो टेलर मशीन्स ही हैं जो एज अ टूल बॉक्स के टोल प्लाजा के तौर पे काम कर रही होती है, जहाँ पे वो आप अपना पैसे दे के आगे जा रहे होते, टोल प्लाजा पे टैक्स पे करके जा रहे होते हो। अब गोल बेस्ड जो हैं, गोल बेस्ड अगर आपको याद होगा प्रीवियस स्लाइड में, उसमें डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वो थे, 3 उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज वो असेस कर रहा था। तो इसमें सिटी प्लानर्स के जो काम होते हैं वो गोल बेस्ड एजेंट कर रहा होता है कि मतलब कम से कम एक्सीडेंट हो और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक पास आउट हो जाए। अडेप्टिव एजेंट्स में, अब अडेप्टिव एजेंट्स में ड्राइवर्स यहाँ पे जो कहा गया है, समटाइम्स आपकी ऑटोमेटिक कार्स अगर देखें तो उसमें भी जो है, या विदाउट ड्राइवर्स की कार जो बाहर की कंट्रीज में जा रही हैं, तो उसमें क्या है, अडेप्टिव के सिनेरियो में, अडेप्टिव इस सिनेरियो में कि देखें कि पहले पहले तो उसने विद द टाइम पहुंचाना है, विद इन द टाइम पहुंचाना है। अगर ट्रैफिक ज़्यादा हो जाती है तो क्या होता है कि आप उस टाइम पे नहीं पहुंच पाते, तो अब उसने अडेप्टिव ने क्या करना है, एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम पे जब पहुंचाना है तो उसने रोड जो है, ओवर क्राउडेड रोड को भी सम टाइम वो स्किप कर देगा, और या तो शॉर्टेस्ट पास तो फिर पाथ तो फिर यूटिलिटी वाला कंसिडर करेगा, यूटिलिटी एजेंट, या तो फिर एडेप्टिव क्या करेगा, उसको ओवर क्राउड को थोड़ा स्किप करके गुजार देगा गाड़ी, कि मतलब ओवर क्राउड से किस किस तरह उसने सीख के कि मतलब प्रीवियस में मैं लेट हो गया था, अब मैंने लेट नहीं होना, टाइम पे पहुंचना है। टाइम पे पहुंचने के लिए ओवर क्राउड में ये नहीं कि रूल्स को ब्रेक करके जाएगा, रूल्स को ब्रेक करके नहीं वो जाएगा, लेकिन वो उसको अब एक्सपीरियंस होगा हाउ टू ड्राइव एट अ रश कंडीशन। ठीक है, फिर यूटिलिटी, ये भी ड्राइवर्स वाले ही रोल एजेंट्स प्ले कर रहे होते हैं। इसमें क्या होता है कि आपको टाइम पे भी पहुंचना है, और इसमें ये है कि कम टाइम भी लगे, और या तो फिर इसमें कम टाइम तो अडेप्टिव वाला भी कर रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ फिर वो यूज़ करेगा, डिस्टेंस कम करेगा। तो ये सिर्फ एक जस्ट ये आपको एजेंट्स की टाइप बताइए कि उनके रोल्स ये हैं, ये काम करेंगे। हाई लेवल की अभी तक इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं है, हाँ कुछ हैं, कुछ जो आपको दिखती भी है। अगर जो लाइट्स हैं, ट्रैफिक लाइट्स, वो भी आपकी ये ग्रीन ब्लू, सॉरी ग्रीन येलो और रेड जो हैं आपकी लाइट्स, ये भी एजेंट्स में ही आती हैं, ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल में ही आती हैं। ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे एक नीचे आपको डायग्राम दिखाई गई है वो भी, और आगे नीचे एक वीडियो ऐड की गई है जो आपको सही से बता सके कि ये कहाँ कहाँ पे किस तरह यूज़ किया जा रहा है, कि इवन गाड़ियों की लाइट्स में से डिटेक्ट किया जा रहा होता है, सिग्नल्स के थ्रू कंट्रोल की जा रही होती है ट्रैफिक को। जो इसको आगे देखते हैं, डायग्राम दिखाई गई है, एक इमेज दिखाया गया है आपको एजेंट बेस्ड ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम का, जो इम्प्लीमेंटेड लेआउट किस तरह की जा सकती है, कि मतलब उसमें एजेंट्स देखे ए बी सी, जो बी सी ये कहाँ कौन कौन से लगाए हुए हैं, ट्रैफिक लाइट्स लगाई गई हैं। ठीक है, ट्रैफिक लाइट्स के साथ साथ अब डिटेक्शन भी हो रही होती है वायरलेस लिंक के थ्रू। अब वायरलेस लिंक के थ्रू वो गाड़ियों के अंदर ही उसके वायरलेस के थ्रू डिटेक्ट करेगा, और व्हीकल को डिटेक्ट कर लेगा। व्हीकल के अगर कोई भी गाड़ी आपकी गुजर जाती है तो उसका नंबर डिटेक्ट हो जाता है, सीसीटीवी कैमरास भी लगे होते हैं। इसको एक अदद वीडियो में आप आगे देखो, फिर आपको ज़्यादा सही समझ आएगी। Why there is a need to use agent based modeling? In the previous slides and in the previous lecture of agent based modeling, we learned that agent based modeling attains the emergent phenomena. So we need to capture that emergent phenomena, we should use agent based modeling. Why emergent phenomena is necessary to capture? Because each and every complex adaptive system, in your previous lecture of complex adaptive systems, each system there is, these systems have composed of smaller entities or smaller agents or smaller components, whatever you can say. These agents are necessary to understand the upper level system. Upper level system, which is composed by the interaction of smaller components to give the emergent phenomena, to give the overall result. To understand the overall upper level results, we must have to understand the basic properties, the basic entities, the values and the rules on the basic agents. That's why we use agent based modeling. This characteristics makes the output of the system difficult to understand and predict. Obviously, this is difficult to understand and predict the system's behavior because emergent gives the combined results of a system, not the single property or the single input of the system or the single entity of the system. As you can give the or you can take an example of the water wetness property, which is the emergent property of hydrogen and oxygen, but wetness is not composed by or attained by hydrogen or oxygen atoms. This is the property of just the water. So it is difficult to attain the or to understand the system or to predict the system at the emergent level. Here the emergent phenomena describe that it is difficult. For that emergent phenomena we need agent based modeling. Are you getting the point? Because emergent phenomena is difficult to understand. This difficult, we want to understand that difficulty into cumbersome task. We need to understand that cumbersome task, or we need to understand that difficulty by dividing into smaller agents. Okay, as the components of the system interact with each other, the influence of each other through these interactions, they interact and influence each other. That interaction is basically the difficulty which we have to understand. The system as a whole exhibit emergent behavior. First of all, the system composed of the entities and their interactions and the influence of that interactions, which gives the difficulty which we have to understand. And the overall system gives the emergent phenomena, and we need emergent phenomena by using agent based modeling. Provides a natural description of the system composed of behavioral entities. Here the behavioral entities, now you can clearly understood from the previous point that behavior of that entities, the interaction and the rules which we govern on that entities, on that agents, on that components, that behavior, that interactions to understand that interactions, we need to use agent based modeling to understand the natural description of the system. Means any system, any complex adaptive system, or any system, any biological system which is composed of atom and molecules, like from your atoms and molecules combined to form macromolecules combined to form cells combined to form tissues then combine to form organs, and organs combine to form organ system. After organ system, the complete body. Here the complete body behavior, you can never describe the complete body behavior, the natural complete system on just a single atom or on just a single molecule, or even not on just a single macromolecule. So that natural description of the complete system, we need to use agent based modeling. Okay, the agent based modeling heterogeneous units we use. Again, the units, which are the units, you cannot understand the units. These are basically the agents. these are basically the entities, or you can say the components. Heterogeneous, because even if you can see your cell, you have different organelles that composed of different macromolecules, that macromolecules composed of the atoms. These all are heterogeneous units. We understand the heterogeneous units by using agent based modeling that describes the system from the perspective of its constituent units and its activities more so than the system's process. So we need to understand completely the constituent units activities, the composed entities activities, or composed or constituent agents activities. We need to use agent based modeling for understanding the complete system of any of any system or any complex adaptive system, to understand the complete process of any system, you can say, to understand that process or that system is basically composed by the emergent phenomena. So to capture the emergent phenomena, to understand the natural description, and to even understand the heterogeneous units of the system, we should use agent based modeling. This is just the diagram for heterogeneous components of the system. Here the system is only one, the military system, which have different components, or which have different agents, or which have different constituent entities, like aircrafts, like guns, like machine guns, like missiles. These are the different components of the system. These are the heterogeneous components. To understand the flexibility between the components of the system or between the agents of the system, we can use agent based modeling. What is the flexibility? Basically, it is that interactions or that rules which will go on the agents. Even for agent based modeling, we can even add some agents and remove some agents. So the interactions flexibility is necessary to understand after adding and after removing some agents. One of the example is again your protein modeling through ligand interaction. When ligand comes and interact, and what happens, and how they form the hydrogen bond, how they interact towards that ligand, protein interacts toward that ligand, even that is the external part, addition of another agent, you can say. And previous lecture example, agent based modeling protein initio structure prediction. In that case, your different amino acids folding into different conformations, folding into a specific conformation. If a new amino acid comes, that should bond and that should again gets its position, and that rules which implement should followed by the added amino acid. The flexibility between the interactions should be understood. The rules between the agent based modeling or between the agents should be understood. For that understanding and for getting the flexibility, for getting the understanding of the rules, for getting the interactions behavior or the behavior of the components, we use agent based modeling. What if the appropriate level of description or complexity is not known ahead of time? Okay, in this point, the agent based one may want to use agent based modeling when the appropriate level of description or complexity is not known before time. You can even not understand the complexity of any system before time. Even you can create by self a system. You should understand the interaction between the components of the system, and you should understand the components rule of the system and what the components type of the system. After that, before the complete understanding at the emergent level or at the whole system level, you cannot get before time. Like the example of your epidemic situation, you cannot understand the epidemic situation, what words it can attain. Okay, similarly the tumor growth, cell growth, you cannot detect before time. For that, you should use agent based modeling. You should understand the agents, you should understand the cells level, the interaction of the one cells to the other cells, the behavior of the infection, the behavior of the cells division. That is giving the understanding of the system at agent based modeling, at agents level, not ahead of time. For using ahead of time, we should use agent based modeling. That gives to the easy to add or subtract more agents. The tuning the complexity of the agents. Tuning the complexity of the agents is the agent based modeling provides a natural framework for tuning your complexity of the agents. Tuning the behavior, the degree of rationality, ability to learn and evolve. Ability to learn and evolve, your agent should be adaptive and should learn the previous experience and rules of interactions. Another dimension of flexibility is the ability to change level of description and aggregation. Change level of description means you can change the rules which you have governed on the agents, and then the aggregation, then the combined result of that rules. One can easily play with aggregated agents with the dividing agents. Like you want to check the cell's division, you should make the cell as an agent, then you should divide into the protein levels and the or genetics level to make the agents of the cell's components, to understand, to deeply understand, and then to combine the aggregate agent the cell, then again aggregated agents, the tissues you can combine, subgroup which you can say the subgroup of the agents. Subgroup of the agents, that would be the organelles, and the tissues the aggregated agents. Cell is here your agent, and single agent is your cell, that are described with different level of descriptions, that changing behaviors, degree of rationality, rule of interactions, etc., which is also described to the previous point, because it comes under this point, that all the systems you can never describe before time without using agent based modeling. For getting or for understanding the time before time, ahead of time complexity, ahead of a time pandemic situation, ahead of time your abnormal condition of tumor cells or infection, disease infection, you should use agent based modeling. The difference between traditional simulation and agent based simulation. Agent based simulation seeks adaptive rather than optimizing nature. Means if you remember the properties of the agents, that should be adaptive, that should be proactive, that should be social, there should be reactive. So the agent based modeling is adaptive, not just based on the implemented rules, or just based on the equations which we attach behind the agent's interaction. Agent based modeling is a system which is modeled as a collection of autonomous decision making entities. Autonomous decision making entities, which you can say the adaptive, which can learn the previous experience. Agent based models contain intelligent and non intelligent objects which have a memory, capable of making decisions based on their own judgment, capable of learning, while other traditional modeling only contains non intelligent objects which make decisions on the quantitative equations which have attached for getting the results. Okay, what is the adapt? Adapt seeks the rule and behavior set that lead to new capabilities. Means they learn the previous experience. They should be autonomous as well, and seek the rule which we have governed out that agent, and then the combined effect of previous results, the rules, and its own autonomous reaction. It is the adaptive. It gives the adaptive nature for agent based modeling. Agent based modeling does not emphasize analytical solutions, more qualitative than quantitative. Here, if you remember the previous agent based modeling of protein simulation, I am linking the previous lecture because you can understand better the protein simulation, or you can better understand the biological terms, because you know well this subject is only for the contents of this subject are just the modeling and simulation, not even linked to the biological, but we have to learn the biological. That's why I am linking the biological terms. So if you remember the previous lecture, evolutionary protein structure prediction agent based modeling, in that we learned that there should not be hard and fast rule for the agents to follow on attaching or governing the previous the behind quantitative equations, because some amino acids have some specific amino acids have some specific physicochemical properties that gives the qualitative, that gives the quality of, or that gives the interactions result. That quality agent based modeling based on the quality, based on the to get the flexibility based on the interaction of the agents and their flexible nature of the flexible nature of their interactions. So that's why the traditional traditional modeling or traditional simulation just gives the result on the behalf of quantitative equations which are attached for cumulative results, for getting the results. But rather traditional simulation agent based modeling have adaptive and autonomous agents. Each agent should have some specific properties which even know its state space, which even know the rules. Agent based models, or you can say the multi agent systems, simulate the emergence of the system level properties based on the action of the adaptive agents that interact with other agents, react to the environment signals, and optimize decision to achieve individual goals. The collaborative result the agent based modeling gives you rather than the traditional simulation. Agent based modeling general traffic control example, which is the first second slides, traffic control examples diagram here mentioned, and you will see basically this is the net logo example, modeling example. So how the traffic is controlled on signals, on signal lights, the red and green lights are even shown in this diagram, and I will show you on the net logo its example. This is the net logo example in traffic control system. The previous slide diagram, which is designed by the net logo, I already told you the net logo is the platform for designing the agent based modeling, and in this diagram you can see, and you have learned in the previous slides, that how traffic is controlled through the lights, traffic lights. Here you can see the cars have been stopped at the red light and start at the green light. This is controlled and designed through agent based modeling and created by the net logo platform. So this is the generic example of traffic control system, agent based traffic control system, and you have learned different examples, honeybee examples and other examples in the first chapter, in the first class, in the first lecture. Good agent based modeling practices based on some agent based modeling programming languages and some platforms through which we can design the agent based modeling. Choosing the language that is right for you and the problem. Right for you means you can better understand the know-how of that language in which you want to design your rules, you design your algorithms or programs which will be used as the rules for the agents, which will be used as the complete scenario for the agents and complete understanding of your situation, of your problem situation on which you want to design the modeling. Either you want to design the modeling for the epidemic condition, either you want to model the honeybee emergence phenomena, either you want to show the flowers emergence phenomena, either you show every biological problem, or either you want to model any generic examples, simulation examples like in previous slide. Goals of some good agent based programming. Why they here the programming required for designing the rules or for implementing some rules on the agents, we need some programs. So good agent based programming is required, which is the goal for good modeling practice. First of all, if you want to model any problem, to model any situation, you have learned the proper language, any modeling language, and you have some goals for the good agent based programming tasks, you can say. Project management. Here project management is like you want to design the, or you want to model the, or simulate agent based modeling simulation. You want to agent based model and simulate the epidemic condition or tumor cells condition. So you have to divide to design a project in which you manage that project in different objects means in different agents, that agents, and then their interactions and their rules, their state space, each and everything should be designed through a proper project. Recommended programming programs or languages for agent based modeling. Here there are some platforms you can say and you can use for designing agent based modeling. StarLogo, Swarm, NetLogo. NetLogo is not mentioned, not just these are two other rather than NetLogo, and more other platforms are also available. StarLogo is basically programmable modeling environment for new programmers. This is a downloadable programming environment that lets students and teachers to create 3D games and simulation for understanding complex systems. This is the games based GIMS based platform for agent based modeling to understand the complex adaptive systems. NetLogo is not mentioned here, but NetLogo, NetLogo is the one of the platform for agent-based modeling. NetLogo is multi-agent programmable modeling environment. It is used by many teachers, many tons of, you can say, in tons and thousands of students, teachers, for their research work, worldwide research work, and for understanding and for designing the agent based modeling. And Swarm is for advanced programmers, wide variety of tools. It is also downloadable. It is a Swarm is a platform for agent based model that includes a conceptual framework for designing, describing, and conducting experiments on agent based modeling. This software is implementing the framework and providing many handy tools. Community of users also implement and use this Swarm. These all based on different languages, and here the languages are mentioned: basic, Pascal, C++, and there are some features are mentioned, but basic is easy to learn and use but suitable for small projects. Pascal is for designed for high projects, but note these languages are enough. You can also use other languages which you have learned, which you know better, and which you have better knowledge. Like you can also use Java, you can also use other languages too, object oriented and scripting languages, which in which you have the best practices and best understanding, and handy for you, and which will be handy for you. Goals of simulation are designed on agent based modeling, or goals for designing agent based modeling based on the three main things or main points: validity, usability, and extendability. Validity, in a sense that it would like to correctly implement the model, because some problems arise, and if anyone use your model, first of all, the first question which comes in mind is that, is the model itself an accurate representation of the real world or not? Because you are going to design a real world problem, you are going to understand the real world phenomena into smaller chunks, into smaller agents. Okay, the problem comes when your results are not according to your requirements. If there are unexpected results, or is there necessarily a mistake. So the complete understanding of that scenario and the validity of the model should be required, for which is the main goal for agent based modeling. Okay, usability, either this your design model is further used or not, which allows yourself and other users who follow or who run the program interpret its output and understand how it works, and either it will be used for further even as a part of other system, or as for extending that model. Next because next point is also the extendability. So you should be careful with different versions of the model, different languages, or different types of the agents, according to your desired situation, according to your desired problem, according to the real world phenomena. Okay, extendability. A new question arises from models, means extendability, like your designed model is further extendable, or further you can, first of all, it should be either a usable or extendable, means you can either add some other type of projects or some other type of agents in it, or you can use that model as the part of other model, or you even can extend the designed model. New other variants of model you can add, allow future users including yourself to adapt the program for new users, and to understand the previous scenario and the upcoming additions. New questions arise from the models. New questions, which new questions means either further it will be extended, like in the previous examples, any like if you are seeing the agent based modeling for the for cars, for traffic control system, either if you add the new type of vehicles in it, and you want to search and you want to learn about this model's validity, so in that scenario you are going to extend the model. So there are the basic 3 rules for designing agent based modeling: validity of your model, usability, and extendability. The advancements, there are some issues with agent based modeling. 2 of them are described here: validity and human agents. Validity, actually validation of the simulation model is extremely important. It ensures that the right model has been built and gives confidence to the use of that model to inform critical decisions. Every model serves its own unique purpose. There are lot of models here. It describes that there are lot of models have been developed. Agent based modeling has been widely deployed in different fields for studying and collecting the behavior of large number of interacting agents. But in which scenario, in which way, what and which type of the agent based model is the valid one, because there are a lot of different deployed versions of a single model even, but their complete scenario is missing and must be built at the right level of description with appropriate amount of complexity. Here the agent based modeling, the model should be built at the right level of description. Right level of description here describes the situation of the real world problem to solve, to analyze the critical situation, to analyze, to understand the system. That is the right level of description. Each and every agent should be governed and should follow the proper rules, should follow the proper right rules which have been written for that agents. Agents have been already described that there are a number of different agent based models which have been deployed and which have been created, but however researchers have only recently started to consider the issue of validation. Previously there was no any reason for validating the model, but now with the advancement, with the passage of time, with the large number of models for the single system, there is a need to find out the issue, there is a need to find out the validity of the model. Compared to the simulation, other simulations, agent based modeling have many differences in model development, its usage and its validation. So agent based modeling basically focused its validity. That's why we need to check either the model for different purposes or different models for a single purpose is valid or not. Human agents, because more difficult, it is more difficult to describe formally, because agent based modeling is based on the human cognitions, closer to, you cannot based, but they are closer to human cognition, using multi agent models to study complex system has attracted criticism because of the challenges involved in their validation, in their different subjective type of choices. Here human closer to human cognition, which cause complex psychology, means every human, or here agent, in an agent based modeling you can say every agent have different type of psychology, have different in human scenario humans have different type of psychology, which have different type of, have different IQ levels. Human cognition is more critical to understand. It gives rational behavior, which is one of the most difficult behavior to deal with. When someone is being irrational behavior means when someone is irrational, is being irrational or is an irrational, they do not listen to reason, logic, or even common sense. They just focused to fulfill their need. They have the subjective choices. So agent based modeling is based on the, is near closer to the human cognition. Different again, if we consider the properties of the agent, then the four properties are closer to the human like cognition, which have their own choice, which have their own irrational behavior. We cannot understand and we cannot implement the same rules for different agents. We have different rules for different agents, which is somewhat critical, and which again focuses and rechecks its validity. In that scenario, validation comes down and comes not according to our requirements, not fulfill our requirements. So we need to critically understand this situation, and we deal these two issues. There are other two issues with agent based modeling: qualitative versus quantitative. Here the qualitative in a scenario that if we consider the four properties of the agents, that describes its quality rather than just the empirical or the quantitative data. Qualitative, in, if we consider the previous example, we use physicochemical properties, which also describes the quality of the amino acids. So actually in the big picture, all validation methods can be classified as qualitative and quantitative methods. In the previous slide we learned that validation of the validation of agent based model is very important. So qualitative and quantitative is further part of that validation, varying degrees of accuracy and completeness in input. If we use for the traditional simulation, we just use quantitative measures, but in agent based modeling we use both qualitative versus quantitative, qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative for getting the empirical data, for getting the measurements, while the qualitative, which gives the flexibility, which gives the interaction, which gives the proper result, proper nature like phenomena. So that's why we need these both: varying degree of accuracy and completeness in input data, expertise, etc. Here we require the completeness and accuracy of the model, completeness and accuracy based on both methods, qualitative as well as quantitative. Use qualitative data to learn about the system. Here mentioned qualitative data to learn about the system. We also use quantitative methods, quantitative for getting the results, but here the word use qualitative is with respect to the traditional simulation, because in traditional simulation there is no qualitative data included. So here in quantity in agent based simulation, with qualitative we must use with quantitative we must use qualitative data to learn about the system. So, qualitative methods like face validity or any method are very subjective and expert based, while quantitative ones such as empirical validation approaches are objective and based on real world data. Face validation process is showing that the mechanism and properties of the model look like mechanisms and properties of the real world agents. Here qualitative is based on the is an objective approach and based on real world data, while the qualitative models just look like the qualitative mechanism and models and properties look like the mechanisms and properties of the real world agents as its behavior as of the real world agent on which you are going to design the model. Okay. Next it the capturing the, so it is the big issue for you can say it is a big issue for agent based modeling to understand to combine these both validation methods. So, capturing the behavior of all constituent units, again the one issue is the capturing the behavior of all agents, of all entities, of all components of the system, because it requires a lot of computational powers, it requires a lot of time. Low level description can extremely computationally intense and time consuming. Here lower level description, and we we read already that we should give the proper description, the complete description of the model. So, the lower level description, because computer is a dumb and dull machine, it just based on your given inputs, your given rules. So, on that scenario it can never easily get and gives you your required results. It just gives you the input data results. That's why it requires computationally very time consuming and expensive, extremely intense computational powers are required. So, these subjective methods, our subjective methods are our qualitative methods, include, for example, face validation, Turing test, internal validity, tracing, and black box testing. Some black box testing also considered, with quantitative methods often called statistical methods. I am going to describe again the first phenomena. First point: a variety of mainly statistical techniques are used to increase the credibility of the simulation model. With the credibility, we must use the qualitative, and the issue in combining these both validation methods arise. We need to properly understand and properly build these properties, these methods. On the other hand, agents, because our agents are heterogeneous units, that's why it requires a lot of time, it requires a lot of computer powers. So it is also the issue with agent based modeling. For resolving it, we completely describe each and every agent, we completely describe the rule for each and every agent, which is also a very big task. but the complete description lowers the computational power and gives you the better results with the qualitative and quantitative methods. Future perspectives of agent-based modeling, a new software for modeling, research in BDI architecture. New software for modeling, if we required the high-level results, if we required the better results, completeness and accuracy in our model, we need to develop more new softwares. With the advancement in modeling, with the new requirement in modeling, new softwares would become mandatory to develop, would become mandatory to design. There are also available some platforms or software, whatever you can say. There are other platforms we learned, NetLogo, StarLogo, Swarm, but a lot of other Repast, SOAR also available. But again, with the advancement and with our requirements, with the user's requirement, with resolving the further problems of the society, there should also be a way to design new softwares for agent-based modeling, which is the upcoming future of the agent-based modeling. Here the research in BDI architecture. BDI architecture, what is BDI? BDI is belief, desire and intention. This is the software model which is developed for programming intelligent agent, because we work on agent-based modeling. So it is intelligent agent program or software design. Superficially characterized this BDI architecture by the implementation of an agent's belief, its desires and intentions. It actually uses these concepts to solve a particular problem in agent programming. As we can say, the agent-based modeling is near and close to the human cognition, human likeness. That's why humans have their own beliefs, their own desires, their own intentions, their own subjective approach, their own irrationality behaviors. So for making the agent like the human, to look like human, to work like human, we need BDI architecture, and BDI architecture research will be enhanced. This model was designed for a philosophical theory of the practical reasoning, explaining the human reasoning with the following attitudes: belief, desire and intentions. The essential assumption of BDI model is that actions are derived from a process that are named practical reasoning, which is composed of two steps. First step, deliberation of goals, a set of desires in which is selected to be achieved according to the current situation of the agent's belief. Why? Because again here agents 4 properties mandatory. Current situation में according your agent should be adaptive, your agent should be proactive, your agent should be social, your agent should be reactive. These agents based, that's why BDI is important. For the second step is responsible for determination of how these concrete goals, the goals produced as a result of the previous step, can be achieved by means of available options for the agent. Previous step, again the adaptive behavior and the concrete goals and the concrete output with the combination and the interaction of the agents. The main and the actually BDI is designed for the human cognition, human-like cognition, to get the human-like cognition for the agent, and it have 3 attitudes that are described properly. and it is added these three belief, desire and intention description are added in the notes. You can read from them. Beliefs are there is the environment characteristics which are updated according after the perception of each action. They can be seen as the informative component of the system. Desires, they store the information of the goals to be achieved as well as properties and costs associated with each goal. They represent the motivational state of the system. And intentions, your desires, you can say, they represent the current action plan chosen. Desires are August. Intentions, they represents the current action plan chosen. They captures the deliberative components of the system, captures the interactions between the agents. So you get better understood the BDI architecture. Here is an assignment for you. If you have submitted the assignment number 4, then consider it assignment number 5. Again, it has total marks 5 and deadline before the next class. Don't be late, okay? And avoid to write irrelevant stuff, write to the point. This assignment, you should write down the different platforms for agent based modeling, in which you should describe name of platform, supporting institute or organization names, means which organization is funding this or organizing this, or either used for developing this platform, which programming language is used for modeling, for designing the agents for in this platform, in which platform you write, purpose of the platform, why this platform is designed, for which type of problem to resolve this platform is designed. Explain some examples which have been built by these platforms. You should write these things, and there are a lot of platforms available. You should write that platforms and write according to the according to the requirement, to the point. You should have to design a table in which you mention all these properties, name of platform, supporting institute or programming languages, and give me that platform type, that assignment. Hope you understood this lecture, and hope you will learn more about this lecture through internet searching, internet surfing, through following any book, whatever you use, any material for agent based modeling, and you should learn about agent based modeling with in respect to the biological context. And if you have any query, any problem, any question, you can ask through Google group, through WhatsApp group, or through class, online class. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.